Hey, welcome Catching Dinner. I'm Stephane. It's June, which means it's grouper season here on the Gulf of Mexico. Gag grouper, that is. Now, the season's been open for about a week. And I've gone out twice, and I gotta tell you, I got this one fish that I labeled the ghost, and really, it all started back last fall. I would see it almost every time I would go to this floating barge, floating dock, whatever you want to call it, and he would always give me the slip. So I was anxious to go back, you know, now that the season's open, see if I would see him again, and sure enough, the past 2 times, he did the same thing as before. He would barely see the tip of my gun, he would see a part of me, and I could see a shadow, and he would just slowly give me the slip. That's why I called him the ghost, because he would just vanish on me every time, and he would never come back, or never second guess himself. He would never kind of turn and look at me. He was just on a mission to go. So today, knowing that, I used it to my advantage, because I snuck up again, and really, I started to wonder if I would ever get this fish. You know, I was, not that I was giving up, but I started really wondering, because he was just that smart. But moral of the story is never give up, because when I saw him this morning, I just figured I'd do something different. When he started beelining to one direction, he was under the floating barge, and I could see through a hole he was headed in one direction. So I tried to anticipate, and I went down at an angle, and I didn't even kick. I just slowly drifted towards the direction where I thought it was headed, and sure enough, I was able to get close enough for a shot, and I made it count, thank goodness, and I got him. So that's pretty exciting. I'm going to show you this fish. Baby. Meet the ghost. It's my biggest grouper to date. You know, it's no giant, but I'm tickled pink with him. What we're going to do, we're going to cook it up, and we're going to compare it to Cobia. I shot a Cobia yesterday, so we're going to put it side to side to the test and see if one is better over the other or if they're just different. So I got a little bit of footage this morning, so I hope you enjoyed that. I'll meet you back in the kitchen where we're going to fillet this bad boy. See you in a bit. Well, let's fillet this bad boy. Can't wait to see the meat. It's gonna be awesome. Go. Look at this fillet. Nah, got a little bit of bloodshot meat here, but I won't lose too much. The hole is right there, but look at this. Quarter fillet, it's gonna be awesome. Whew. To the other side. That's just a lot of meat. Next step, just gonna skin them. Be eating great, and I can't wait to try it. It's gonna be awesome.
Hey guys, Stephane and I are so excited to be cooking up this beautiful grouper that he brought home today, and we get to cook up the Cobia at the same time because we love doing taste comparisons. We have found in the past that it's really hard to determine what's better without comparing them bite to bite. Matter of fact, we've had people recently tell us that they think that mule deer is not as tasty as whitetail. And believe it or not, we did the side-by-side taste test comparison with our family one year. And guess what? The mule deer won. Also, we did a taste test comparison recently of the redfish with the snook. And that was a tough call, but we decided the redfish was a little more flavorful. And so it beat out over the snook, even though the snook had great texture. So today, we're comparing grouper and Cobia, and we're broiling it up in a broiled Parmesan grouper and broiled Parmesan Cobia recipe. So far, all I've done is put the oven on broil. It's preheating. I also brushed the fish with a little bit of fresh lemon juice. And I'm going to show you the other ingredients. This is half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And this is 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise with a dash of hot pepper sauce. This is Cholula, but you could use Tabasco or Reds, whatever you want. And then we're going to have a 1/4 cup of softened butter and some salt and pepper. Hey, that's it for ingredients. It doesn't get any easier. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is broil these fillets just like so. We're just going to grease a baking sheet. And again, these fish just have some fresh lemon on top. Perfect. And then we're just going to lay these guys right on top. This is the grouper, and this is the Cobia. So we're going to stick that in the broiler. And what we want to do is put them in just a few minutes until the fish can flake with a fork. Now, while that's going on, the next step is simply to mix the Parmesan cheese with the mayo, the hot sauce, and a 1/4 cup of softened butter. I'm going to guesstimate the butter and probably not use a whole 1/4 cup. Okay, we're just going to mix those together, make a nice coating, and that is going to go on top of the fish. So that's mixed. Now the only other thing we're going to do is add pepper to taste and a dash of salt. And that, my friends, is ready to go. All right, guys, it's been about 4 minutes, and our fillets are pretty thin. We're using the tail ends. So if you're using the bigger, thicker sections, you might want to leave it a little bit longer, 4 to 6 minutes. We're at 4. We're going to check them and see if they flake with the fork. Oh yeah. So the last step now is to spread this nice mixture on top. Just like so. And now it goes back in the broiler just for about 30 seconds. Man, I wish you could smell the smells that are coming from this oven right now, because it is something else. Oh yeah, look at this, baby. What you want is for that sauce to be brown and bubbly, and it sure is.
Wow.
So I just need to grab my spatula, and we're gonna serve up. This is now the,
Grouper.
this is the grouper. Second grouper. Then we have here the nice cobia. And another cobia. Yum, let's go eat. I gotta say, I am one lucky girl, and I am pretty excited to have a nice fresh fillet of grouper and a fresh fillet of cobia on my plate. So I'm starting with the grouper. Wow. The burst of flavor is phenomenal. That is delicious. Okay, now the key here is to compare it to the cobia. Let's see. Wow, they're actually very different. Even though we prepared them the same way, they have totally different texture. The cobia is a little bit firmer, and it's drier in your mouth. The grouper is very light and very moist. I have to just take one more bite to make sure that what I'm going to say is right.
So which one is better cooked this way?
Cooked this way is grouper all the way.
Wow.
For me, the grouper wins 100%
Wow,
all the
okay.
way. I'm curious what Stephane thinks.
Can't wait to try it. Let's check it out.
All right.
It just looks so amazing. It's just such a great presentation. Parmesan like that. I'm gonna start with the grouper, because Allison got me pretty excited about trying it, I have to say. She sold me. So let's see what we got here. Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
You see how light and moist it is?
You get a little bit more up. Wow. You
It's
weren't
darn
kidding.
good, right? Now try the cobia.
Let's see. I can see what you're saying. It's definitely not as moist looking, but let's see. No doubt the texture is different. Like Allison said, cobia is a little firmer. No doubt about that. But I'm not gonna lie. The way we cooked it, grouper all the way. It's perfect with the cheese on top. It's all moist and just it's perfection. So as you can see, I did a number on this plate, nothing left. And as we said, the two fish were delicious, but the grouper definitely was a notch above, at least cooked this way. So if you ever get to get some grouper in the supermarket or go fish or spear some, definitely try this recipe. Big winner. So hey, thank you so much for joining us, and I feel pretty blessed. I was able to catch up with that big grouper that I really I've been trying for a while. So it goes to show perseverance pays off, and it sure did today, and definitely fed us well. So hey, hope to catch you next time on our next adventure of catching dinner. A lot more coming. We have a scalloping season upon us, so next week we'll be starting that, and if you want to see more of that, definitely subscribe, click the notification button, and we'll see you then. Till then, we're out. Getting ready for our next adventure.